Hello, beautiful community. I just wanted to jump on and make a little video. It's been quite interesting. I've been getting different feedback from various classes and workshops and things like that I've been doing over the course of the past few months. And I wish I had, the camera on to kind of film people as they give me the feedback, because it's such incredible feedback, and I'm just so humbled and grateful to be doing what I do every day and help people in a very real way, or give them the tools and watch them apply those tools and work with that transformation. It's such a beautiful space, so beautiful to be a part of it. So for me, just wanting to connect on a much deeper level and just really kind of dive into what drew me to start hosting destination retreats all over the world in different destinations. And there are thousands of yoga teachers doing this. So people might ask, why would somebody want to sign up with me? What makes this a unique experience? And my main key and focus with the work that I do is transformation. So where a person is when they feel called to retreat, and what they are feeling and where they're at in their own personal journey at the end of a retreat. And it might seem far-fetched, because retreats essentially, maybe it's a week, maybe it's slightly even shorter than a week, and how much transformation can happen. So a beautiful example of this is, when you arrive at a yoga class, whether it's with me or another yoga teacher, how you feel when you arrive, and then how you feel at the end of that class. I kind of love the feedback I get from clients when they say to me, I feel like I'm on a yoga high, or I feel like I'm yoga drunk after your class. And that's such beautiful feedback to get, because they've really gone within and they've really balanced and connected with the mind, the body, and the soul. So as yoga teachers, it's obviously so important for us to stay grounded and to stay humble in this space. And I always do my best to be mindful of what I'm thinking, what I'm saying, what I'm doing. And I teach that in my class. I always end classes with, let's be mindful of our thoughts, let's be mindful of our words, and let's be mindful of our actions, the things that we can control and that have such a big impact on those around us. But essentially, just what would draw you to going on a retreat? You just feel completely exhausted and you just want a break. And is that the draw card of wanting to just kind of escape, go to retreat, do yoga every day, eat amazing food, connect with other people, just embrace in some ceremonies? Is it that element, or are you really looking for that next stepping stone? And that's okay too, if you're just looking for a way to take a break. A retreat's a beautiful way to take a break. What better, kind of vacation space than that? So you've got that option of, is the retreat something that you feel called to do because you just need that break and you want to zone out and have that time for yourself and just some self-care? And that's a beautiful element to it as well. And then you can, as I say on a lot of my social media posts, let's dive in, kind of diving deeper and looking, how do I want to change things in my life, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, all of them. Perhaps it's all of them, and just getting a more kind of balanced approach to where I'm at and where I want to be, and what is speaking to you, what is calling to you. Perhaps it's diving into more of your yoga practice, into taking that element deeper. Perhaps it's philosophy, mindset, habit change. It could even just be a detox. Are you looking to detox your mind? Detox from things that are not serving you, that are not good for you. And then also, what can often happen is when you're diving into that transformation journey and you've invited and you want to immerse yourself in it and really be fully present in that, it's so important to connect with others that are in that same space. So when you see me speak about connecting with other like-minded people, it doesn't just mean, we're all having a cup of coffee, or if it's in the evening, having a glass of wine with people who have similar interests, but truly, and that's good as well. Let me not take away from that. That's good as well. But truly connecting with like-minded people, with really, really people who are on that same vibration and that have the same end goal and that want those same connections. And most often leaving retreat with those connections that stay with you, with friendships and connections with fellow tribe, as I like to call them, with like-minded people that can last forever, very often forever. You connect in such a deep and real, authentic way. You are in a space where you're allowed to be vulnerable, you're allowed to cry, laugh, dance, be free without any judgment, without being concerned of any attachment to any outcome, just being fully, fully present. And so where I'm at as a retreat leader is really to encourage that element. What are you being called to retreat? Do you feel you just want the break, or do you want to dive deeper? And I want to encourage you to get curious about that. What does that mean for you? Do you want to dive deeper into transformation? And really, what does that look like for you? What are you curious about? And ask yourself these questions, do some journaling, and it's a beautiful space to be in. To be open to the possibility of change, and maybe it's changing something in your life, in your relationship, or maybe it's just for yourself. Where are you at right now, and what is not making you happy? What is not making your soul kind of light up every day, and how can you shift that? And then another element is those that kind of are givers in their space, whether it's their workspace, their healers or Reiki practitioners, or even fellow yoga teachers. When you feel your space is you're giving a lot to others and you kind of feel a bit flat and you need that reboot and you need that food for the soul for yourself, a retreat can also be a beautiful way to refuel the fire for yourself. When you give a lot of yourself, you need to replenish, and a retreat can be a really beautiful space for that as well. So I had somebody say to me, such a beautiful bit of feedback today after my morning class this morning is, I love so many yoga teachers, but your class is my favorite, and it's because you include all of the elements. And I just loved hearing that, because we do the breath work, we do the meditation, we do the asana, but we also do the work to sit and get present. What is our intention? What is happening with us? Let's do the body scan. Let's figure it out. And let's love and support each other while we're doing that. So all the elements, yoga is so much more than just physical postures, asana on the mat. What does yoga look like as a lifestyle for you when you step off the mat into your life every day? You don't want to just feel amazing in the yoga class, although we will, because we can kind of let go of whatever we were doing in the morning, whatever we're doing later in the day, whatever time of day your yoga class is. You're kind of letting go of that for that hour or hour and a half that you're on your mat and you can be guided by your instructor. And that's beautiful. It's a very good way to get fully present, just connect with the breath. But what does that look like when you step off the mat into your everyday life? And I feel like retreats are such a beautiful way to really give us access to these tools that we can use to make yoga more of our lifestyle. Another bit of feedback I got was, we feel this within us. I call it the light within, or letting the light shine, which is a theme of a lot of my shorter retreats. How do we attain that when we're not at a one-day retreat, when we're not in a yoga class? How do we take that light and let it shine again when we step into our everyday life or step off the mat? And learning the tools that are sustainable for you so that you can grow, whether it's on your spiritual journey, whether you just want a better mental health space for yourself, whatever those goals and intentions are for yourself. Transformation, I feel, is the biggest key factor to the offerings that I do on my retreats. So some of the workshops that we do, just encouraging that freedom, that child play, to let go, to stop overthinking, and that takes away so much stress and anxiety, which we all know is a huge factor in the world we live in today. And doing things like sweat lodge, doing things, that you wouldn't normally do, stepping out of your comfort zone to see what resonates with you, to see how you're going to allow those walls to come down, those heart walls that we build up as we've been through things, through stuff, in our life. how do we go into these ceremonies and be free? I love ecstatic dance because it allows people to really just let go and be completely free in a space, again, without judgment. Doing cacao ceremonies, again, connecting within our heart space, which is so beautiful. And many other workshops and offerings and just tools that are sustainable, where we can then connect with our tribe, but most importantly with ourselves, and learning how to love yourself and be okay with just being with yourself, and journal and all of that good stuff. So, and destinations, I tend to lean towards, the tropical, beautiful, warm climates, where we can be outside and be in the water and connect with the different elements, and explore culture and connect with things outside of our familiarity, connect with other parts of the world and the cultures in those countries and spaces. And it's really beautiful. I'm so grateful to be doing the work that I'm doing, both on and off the mat, helping people to realize their own potential and to not be afraid to dive in and take that leap and work on that transformation, because that's where the magic happens. And I just feel honored and humbled to be a part of it. So if you feel called and you feel curious about taking a yoga retreat, and you want to look at a deeper element than just what's on the surface, then a retreat with me would be something I would encourage you to consider. Happy to jump on a call. We can chat about it. But this is really the most joy for me, is seeing the outcome of clients and students that work on their transformation. And I just feel so blessed to be a part of it, to walk this path with them and to show them that it is possible. The transformation is available to us, and we can be happy. We can be happy within our soul, not just when we're doing the few things in the day, but to really attain that light within us that we all have, and allowing ourselves to feel more free and to feel lighter. And yoga, I've never heard anybody say they've ever regretted diving into a yoga journey, and what a yoga lifestyle might look like, both on and off the mat. So if you're curious, let's connect. I'd love to have a call and chat and be part of your transformation journey as well. Namaste.